There we go. How's that for now? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Sugarcane. Not a big sugarcane guy, Brock. Be very out of place in this Montana map that we're on. But doesn't mean I won't do sugarcane. Just won't be doing sugarcane today. So, all right. I am still getting a couple of things sorted out here. So once I have those, we will bring you guys into the stream. This is not going to take long. We just have to, we're down here to co-op, get a little bit more seed, and I wanted to get that just a little bit better taken care of here. So, all right, how is everybody this morning? Brock, how are you doing this morning? Goodness, that is terrible on my background. That looks awful. That's a little better. That's a little better. All right. Okay, come on. Come on. Sometimes this thing takes a hot minute. Brock, what map should I do sugarcane on? Doing good from Australia. Awesome. Awesome, man. Welcome in. Welcome in. Appreciate you having you stop by. All right, let's see. Come on, we're almost there. Almost there. We're there, man. We're there. All right, bring you guys in. How does that look? Sugarcane on Western Australia, he says. Western Australia. We will see, Brock. We will see. Awesome. Okay, got that in. There we go. Okay, so got the big Mack truck in. We've got seeds loaded up in there. So we're going to run up to the farm. Be ready with our seeds. I think we've got just a few to put in. I kind of want to be a little careful with our seeds based on how we ended things last night. Sugarcane is big in Australia, huh? Tell you what, I will see what I can do for you on that one, Brock. I'm not opposed to switching midstream. However, I don't have Western Australia downloaded. Okay, so let me work on that. Stay tuned to the channel. See if I can get something up on there for you. It is not something that I have played with or messed around a lot. So, definitely something to take a look at. The other thing that I have not played with much is cotton. So we might have to do some cotton harvesting over on, I think we can do that on the Missouri River bottom. So, we'll see. But, Montana, USA. Brock, fun fact, I grew up about 4 hours from where this map is centered. South Central Montana. So this map will always hold a special place in my heart. And even after 25 comes out, you might see me playing it in some 22. Don't know if they're going to convert it or not. Just have to wait and see. I had a friend of the channel point out to me the other day. He said sometimes not converting a map is good, better, whatever you want to call it, because then they come up with a whole new map. So, kind of a thought-provoking answer. So, okay. Park this guy, and I think we did put the last of it in. So, we did not. So we're going to start off putting these 2 bags in this morning. And then I actually have to consult map. And also find out which fields we're going to go to. Plant the rest of our peas. Alright, so according to my notes, peas are going to go to 29 and 31, 32. Which means we'll need to get a little something out to bridge those 2 fields together. Could be an interesting morning. We've got the 580 over there ready to roll. Get it? Roll. Sorry, it's bad joke. Bad joke Saturday. You're just gonna have to deal. Just gonna have to deal. There's our ride for the morning. Down in cotton is popular as well. Corn, wheat, potatoes, grapes, and Bali peas. Oh, I have not ever heard of Bali peas. Heard of all the others, obviously. In another life, I worked for a potato farm. We actually grew seed potatoes. And that was, oh goodness, 3, 4, it was almost 6 years ago already that I was working there for them. And one of the years I worked for them, they were growing the French fry variety for McDonald's French fries. So that was pretty cool to be part of that. So, alright. Let's get this guy parked back over by the fuel truck. How brave? Yeah, we're not that brave. We're going to finish seeding these peas, and then we'll get the roller started. Bali and peas. Ah! Now I get it. That makes a little more sense. Okay. By the time it is all said and done, we're not walking all over there. I'm kind of lazy. Alright. Don't need any fertilizer, as we found out yesterday, because the peas don't need any. Who knew, right? Who knew? Okay. So we're gonna get our fans fired up. Oh, is this thing gonna be? It is. We gotta get one thing sorted out here. Sorry about this. If I don't do this, my steering wheel is going to be fighting me all morning. It might be fighting me anyway. Awesome. Love it when technology works, alright? Love it when it works. Hello, Phil. I'm not a big fan of cabbage, sorry to say. Okay. That is ready to roll. There we go. That's a little better. There we go. All right. Why am I leaving? Okay, it's just that little bit. Not leaving a strip. We are good to go this morning, everybody. We're rolling. We're rolling this morning. So first thing we're going to look at is our map. We are up here in the corner. Field 29. We got to go down here to 31 and 32 is our next stop. So what we're going to do, we can use our field calculator mod. 31 for P's. 2,644. 2644. And 5292. So if I've got a adding device here somewhere, let's do, we got 5292 plus 46 equals about 8,000 liters of seed. Quick math tells us that is going to be 270 bushels. But we have way more than that because we ran short yesterday. So, sorry, Phil. I'm not sure who Soundness is. But hey, if he likes cabbage, more power to him. Less I have to eat. So, onions and sweet potatoes would be a good one in 25, Brock. Sadly, I don't think it's going to happen. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Turning way too short here. Alright, come on. Okay. Still not working the way I want it to. It's okay. It's okay. I can understand. Now, what I'd like to do is possibly merge these two fields together and add this big section in here as part of the field. Now, what I may have over-calculated is that I do not have, there we go. I don't think I put the right mod in to do that. So, where are we? What map are we on? Loma Montana. Where's that file? There we go. Just keep an eye here. I do have it in there. Okay. We can do this. We can do this. Might get a little interesting for us, but we can do this. So. Today's stream brought to you by Hot Magic Bean Water. what's got me in such a great mood this morning. Is there... I think there's a tree in the way of that field. That might be a problem for us. It's okay. It's nothing we can't handle. We'll figure it out. Good morning, Mojo from New York. Appreciate you stopping in, man. Thanks for coming in to hang out with us. How are things in New York this morning? Interesting thing, I made my first visit to the state of New York almost a year ago. It was actually a little closer to the end of the month, but yeah. I do love the vehicle control mod. It's been such a great add-on. Mojo, no snow is always good. I moved from Montana to Kentucky almost a year ago, a little more than a year ago. I went from 6 months of winter to a week of winter, and I have not regretted it a day since. Alright, we are... This is nice. I like this machine. I like this map. This is just like home. The wheat's greening up nice. The rye is looking good. Probably should take a spin through there and see. Very true, Mojo. Very true. So the year before my wife and I pulled the trigger, made the decision to move, right? We had a family vacation to Florida and the Caribbean planned for the middle of November, beginning of November. We left our house. We flew out in the middle of a blizzard that dumped 2 feet of snow, and it was 5 below 0 Fahrenheit. And we had flights canceled and delayed because there was a hurricane in Florida. Still had an amazing vacation. All worked out. Everything was wonderful. That snow that fell while we were on our vacation was still there 186 days later in the 10th of April. That's when the wife and I said, you know, maybe there are other places to live besides Montana. Here we are. Kentucky is beautiful. Kentucky is awesome. We love it. So, doesn't mean we don't miss the family. Doesn't mean we don't miss friends. But Kentucky is amazing. And they got really good bourbon. Alright, we're going to do this. And we're going to do a little check-in here. We got to get rid of those. There we go. Alright. So, 120 bushels. We're not using any fertilizer because it doesn't call for it. Let's see. We're easily going to be able to finish. But how many... I think we'll be able to do that. Okay. It very much is Mojo. Very much is. I think I've had to wear my blue jeans a total of 4 times since March. And that was solely because it was an event that required blue jeans. I couldn't attend in shorts. So, you know, sometimes you have to do what you got to do. Check. Cup 1 down. Starting on cup 2. So casino industry, it's got to be something kind of curious, kind of interesting. Don't know a lot about it. I would imagine there's probably a fair bit of customer service type stuff in that, huh? And by no means you don't have to go into any details or anything like that. So just not an industry I'm super familiar with. So, in fact, I think I've only been to Vegas once. So, sat down at the blackjack table and won just enough to buy my wife and I and friends of ours dinner at a steakhouse. It was one of the higher end ones where they cook it in front of you, and they do all the show, and they're throwing food at you and all that. So let's see how things are looking in CAD this morning. Good. Oh, yeah. There's our mistake from when we bought this thing. How many hours ago? 13 already, I think, around here. We got the cardboard in there, not the carpet, so beef that one up. Way to go, BigSky. So it's okay. I've called the salesman at the dealership. He's going to rectify it. We just have to wait and wait. It's okay though. So, do love this tractor though. This has definitely become my favorite. Oh, very cool. Very cool. That's Detroit, not on the list of places to visit. Flew into there once, drove down into Ohio, did some work, drove back to Detroit, flew out again. That's all there was to it. Louisiana, though. Definitely want to visit there. I definitely want to visit there. So let's do a little more map here. Because we did because we're just about going to run out again. This is a different variety of pea than what's going to go down on the river bottom. This is more a drought tolerant pea. So whatever we don't finish here is just, you know, have to be what it is. Divide that by... Well, okay, that's going to be pretty close there. So let's switch this. Oh. Morning, Mr. Cheesy Blaster. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping in to hang out with us. We got Brock was floating around here a little earlier. We got Mojo in here with us this morning, trying to finish off this field of peas and figure out why my liters that says it's required for seed are so far off of the actual. We'll find out. We'll do a little math. Yeah. That is what I keep hearing about Louisiana, is the folks are real nice. So folks down here in Kentucky are super nice as well. Fun fact, they're so nice. Don't panic, I gotta swing back around and pick up this little strip that I missed. It's gonna annoy me all season, especially when we come back to spray this. Folks down here in Kentucky will actually wait for you in a roundabout. They'll stop and wave you in ahead of them. That's how nice, kind, and polite they are down here in Kentucky. So, it's a fun fact for you on a Saturday. All right. Enough with the pleasantries. Let's get back to seeding. All right. So, and turn back around into our original. So if I'm doing the math, where's my mouse? So down here, it says we're reading at 3.6 bushels to the acre, bushels. And we know from yesterday that this piece is 143 acres. I know, right, Cheesy? It's like, no, just go. Just you stopping impedes traffic and screws it up for everybody. Anyway. We know from our map yesterday that this field is 143 acres. So, let me get turned here. So I've got 143 acres times 3.6 equals 515 bushels. And I had 18 seed bags, all holding 28 bushels. It's 504. Now, I don't think we're going to run short, but we're also not seeding 143 acres. But since I'm SMRT and didn't clear my acre counter, we are all sorts of moved up. So we're just going to have to run with this as it is, figure out our math when we're done. And yes, this is something I do on just about all the fields I do. I like to compare it and see how close it is to real life. What I'm not sure of is if we actually would seed peas at 219 pounds to the acre. Maybe you do. I don't know. But then I can track that and see how well we do based on a real life. Just comparing it. That's something that I like to do. I like to have fun with it. My family, of course, on the other hand, thinks I'm completely nuts that I do that. I say, hey, you all do you. Now, one thing that I want and I'm curious about is if I unload this little bit of peas out of here when we're done, It's going to unload fertilizer too. I think it is, isn't it? It is. Guess we're going to find out, aren't we? We are going to find out. We got a pass and a partial. And I think we're going to risk life and limb here. There it is. Allow create fields. This doesn't goof up my pattern. I hate when you do this. Alright, should be okay. That's all behaving itself. Awesome. Okay. You. Goodness, this morning is a little rough on the voice. However, it looks to be an absolutely beautiful fall day. We are going to be spending some time outside today. I'll tell you that. Because this is BigSky's got a bit of a honeydew list, maybe. Alright. Everything's looking good. And I like this. Alright. Enough of watching that. Let's roll. Okay. So we're going to pick it up. We're going to turn to the right. And that's just cool. I love GPS. Love it, love it, love it. Let's try this one. Ooh. Are we going to get it, or are we going to leave the strip of shame? Oh, we got it. We got it. Alright, so I am going to try something here. Whoa. Didn't want to do that, sorry. What's that? It's a little better. Oh, I wonder if we can try this. Oh. Ooh. Almost bad. Alright, I wanna... Okay. That's alright. That is something I probably should play with. And I don't have a chat full of folks watching me adjust OBS. Okay. Oh. What we're waiting for here. Waiting for an engraved invitation. Wonder. Hey, Cheesy, if you're still around, how tough is it to add a crop? and fill type and everything to a map. Is that something an uneducated me, like a guy like myself, could handle? Not too hard. Perfect. I was just thinking it would be fun to add green field peas that we can chop and have that be part of our beef lot here. I'll have to look into that. But now we're starting to border on the line of my inability to concentrate and pay attention to things, because I got some things I want to work out and work through on the OBS side, and I would also like to do a little bit of modding, put my logo on doors, and truck doors and things like that. And I know I just have to sit down and do it. You know, there's tutorials out there, there's people to help and everything. It's like, oh, I'm going to do OBS and stuff. And I get focused in on that. And then it's like, squirrel, let's do modding. Ooh, squirrel, let's play the game. Oh, that's true. But like on this one, all right, we are done. Done. And we've got 52.6. All right, let's pick it up out of the ground. Shut our fans off. Bump up, whoa, 18 miles an hour. I don't think so. It's a little fast to be bombing through the fields here. Alright, so we know that 3.6 is really close. So we had 504 minus 52.6. Divide that by 3.6, and we were at 125 acres. How about that? All right. Okay, we've zeroed out our acres, so when we go down and do this 31 and 32, we can have an accurate acre count of that piece down there. So what we need to do first is, it's the best part about living in yeah. And again, that's just one of those sitting down, taking the time, and figuring it out. Okay. So we are going to fold this guy up. While he's folding up, we are going to run over. And you guys don't have to say it, but you're welcome, because I set up this course already, so we don't have to wait for the new course play to generate it and do all of that fun stuff. Okay. Now, I have no idea how this is going to work. That's what I was afraid of. It's still the base game goofy rolling texture, so we'll have to fix that. I know I can fix that. I've done that. So let's see which one. Let's just do this to be safe. Change it to nearest, because otherwise I will forget. There we go. Alright, let's do this. Get a couple of screenshots because we can. Like it. Okay. So we... Do we want to fill while we're up top here? Do we want to... Cool. That does change it. The fun you have when you custom set some of the buttons on your joystick and then you forget what they are. Oops. Okay. I'm gonna regret this, I know it. It's not terrible. Oh, but we... probably better move a few of those. Okay, so we got the fertilizer out, which is not the end of the world. We're just gonna fill up here. And we're gonna try this again. I don't know. So, good point, Cheesy. The problem is I can stream for you guys for like another hour or two, or I can go in and do all of the steps and do all of the things to get that changed, because I can do it. I've done it before. It just takes me a hot minute to get it all figured out. I can't do it quick, so... And for right now, now that I'm not going to be in the seat of that tractor doing it, you know, I'm okay with that. I can let that stand. So now I don't know if this is going to work or not. I would really prefer the seed to be in the smaller set of tanks on this thing. I don't know if this is going to work being higher like this. Guess we're going to find out. Okay. This is just how it goes. If not, we're going to have to do this whole dog and pony show over again. All right. Yeah. All right. So, should be about Okay, somehow. Whatever. I don't know what's going on. I'm tired and I'm not going to try to figure it out. Now, we've got bigger fish to fry. And we're going to hope that 624 bushels of peas is enough for this 2 fields. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Run this guy back to the yard. Then we'll cruise down and start having some fun. Because I'm pretty sure some guy just left the flatbed fifth wheel trailer right in the way. Sorry, cheesy. Okay. Almost noon. So here is going to be actually probably going to get into trouble doing it this way. Trying to take this big monster down this back road. But it's going to save us a good chunk of time. Good, good. Then your OCD's not kicking in so bad. Glad I'm not bothering you too much. All right, I think. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to go around those trees for right now. And we'll take those trees out later. All right, here we go. Down the little 2-track through the hills here. Which, believe it or not, in some areas of Montana, this is a heavily traveled road right here. Ooh, that cart is pushing us. Slow that down just a little bit. There we go. We should use our cruise control. And we can use the engine to slow us down. Okay, I'm going to admit I did not think it would go that easy. This Yeah, this will work. I will. I just used lime down on Missouri River bottoms for the first time. That looks nice. This looks like glorified snow. So, thanks for the reminder. I will be doing that. All right. Headland management, we are going to get set up. Our contour guidance, we're going to turn it on. We're going to the right. That's just want 15.2. That's what I use. And we're going to turn that on. Let's see, we need some fans. Oh, be that way. Alright, we're going to do that. And we're going to drop in the ground. Now, what you are going to see is when we get around to the other side where we're going to start cutting out and breaking the new field in, breaking new ground in, we'll have to turn this headland management off because it picks up the field boundary. So. I mean, maybe the acre counter is off. I don't know. Probably gonna figure it out though. Okay. Goodness, what do we want to do here? Alright. Whew, excuse me. Carefully now. Alright. Let me get this up here. Very nervous about breaking out new ground. Probably could have done a little better on that corner. It is what it is. Yeah. Is that why? Oh, that's not the one I wanted. That's the one I wanted. Those are all off. Oh, Phil's back. Phil's back with his cabbages. Okay, I better get back to paying attention here. All right, so I don't think I need to do that, Phil. First name works just fine. All right, up. Okay, hold on, we gotta stop. We gotta stop. Give me just a moment here. Where am I? There you go. There we go. And nope, wrong place. Wrong place. There we go. There we go. All right. Now we're set there. Okay. We can fill that in a little bit better. Okay, here goes nothing, kids. Hopefully we got her set right. Looks like we do. No, sir, Phil, this is the actual real live gameplay. So, easy does it. I'm trying to... This is the fun bit, man. So we are definitely going to come back and add a little bit to that edge. So definitely took that corner plenty wide. At least I'm having fun. Cheesy, are you having fun? See, there you go. Fun is had, Mr. Phil. Fun is had. Bingo. Bingo cheesy. All right. So I think I am going to go ahead and just get this just feathered into this corner. Okay. Now, so we're going to follow around the edge here a little bit more so we come back along the bottom of the bluffs up there. And that is where we will turn headland off, our contour guidance back off, and get the finish opening up this new field edges. Excuse me. Because let's see, I'd have to get the pickup, cut the trees down, buy a chainsaw, get the pickup down here, cut the trees down. I just don't want to, I'll be honest, I don't want to bore you guys with that. So I think for right now, we'll just go around those trees, make kind of an island in there, and then before the crop comes up, I'll sneak across and get the trees out of there, and we'll just work around the little island for this year. We can come back in the fall to put wheat on. Good to go. Because I believe wheat and rye are the only things we can put in the fall. Of course, we can start with cotton in the middle of February. Real Montana, this ground is still frozen solid in the middle of February. So, now, maybe not solid, but it's still, yeah, it's still froze solid. What am I saying? So, all right. Adding a little more coffee to the cup here. And yes, I did make an extra thermos of coffee this morning. You're welcome. Okie dokie. Yeah. Guys are still in the shop and going to trade shows in the middle of February. Hauling a little bit of grain here and there. Okay. I need to turn this off. There we go. Hopefully there's not any real big surprises here when we cross the line and get into this part of it. No. Come back and clean that up because I forgot I turned it off. definitely into April. She's definitely into April. There will be some guys up in north central Montana that will start doing peas late March, but that is very dependent on the year. So, all right, turn that back off. Stop for just a minute. I'm going to set our headlands on again. I'm going to let this go, and I have to step away here for just a moment. You guys should be okay with this thing. And I just have to step away for a moment, make sure there's a kid awake. So I'll be right back. Muted. Sliding right into your view screen. I'm back. Still not done with the first round, huh? Whew. We are 19 acres in. I don't think this thing calculates acres quite right. Because... So... This piece is 11 is 47 and 74. So that's 125. I guess it's pretty close. Pretty close. All right. Looks to be a few of you in chat. Oh, I know. Did I forget to do this part? Do I have to have this on? Okay. All right. I think this is working. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. So do we want to do another full pass on our headlights? We do. Because we do not have as much room as we did up on top of the bluff. So we're going to want the whole full. So let's see. 30.6. 45.9. So we'll probably do 45.8 just to give us that little bit of overlap. Just so there's no skips between rows. The corners are going to be what they are, corners. We're planting 100 feet at a time is what it is. So as soon as we get close here, we can open up our headline menu, and we're going to adjust this. 45.8. Enter is the key. And now, as we start up, there we go. There we go. Wish it wasn't so wiggly. I don't like the wigglies. It is what it is, though. Alright. I need my notes. Ooh, it's almost full. Here it is. Make a couple of notes while we are rolling here. What else do we want to add into this? That's probably it for now. Sorry, now I'm just talking to myself, which would be a sign of insanity? Maybe? I don't know. At the grocery store last night, found these little tiny cherry sour cherry candies. They're delicious. I love them. Easy. Ooh, we cut that one a little close. Well, we didn't. The computer driver did, but you know. So we're going to have to be paying attention. We might actually have to turn this back on. I don't like the lines, but it is what it is. But when I get up to it, we are going to need to turn it off before it starts steering the tractor the other way. Might be a little bit of edge work that I have to do there off camera to get those nice and squared away. But for now, super happy with how this is going to turn out. And using a very low rate of seeds, which is nice, but still reading out as 3.6. But it reads 3.6 whether it's high or low. So we're going to turn that on. And we're going to turn this off when we get there. Which is right now. Mint. Had that one timed perfect. And because this morning you have tuned into the worst driver in Farm Sim, I'm going to overlap this 100-foot cedar about 6 feet and try to run that wheel right along the edge so as to not leave a skip. And then I think once we get it out of the green here, we can turn our headland back on and keep going around until we get to the seam between the middle. So, just about contour farming. Our precision farming is going to be off a little bit. Just is what it is. But this was part of why we got this lease on this ground. Is the owners are also the ones that own the feedlot up the road there, up the river. And the older guy they had farming with them for years never wanted to break this ground out, and they wanted to break it out, kind of get some more kind of bang for their buck. And so when he was set to retire, they asked us if we wanted to, and this was part of the lease agreement on this ground, is that we're going to break it out, widen out these fields, clean up some of the trees in the middle, give them a little bit more ground. In exchange for that, we're going to be swapping some ground with them. So they're going to grow some corn on our ground this year for silage. And we are adding a couple hundred acres to our portfolio. So, stop. I'm going to turn this on. I wish there was a setting that we could just turn it on and off. And I'm sure there is. I probably just don't know it. Okay, so starting easy and slow again. BEA, beautiful. So now we're just back to the ride. As I lean off camera here. I haven't said it. I don't know why Nightbot isn't working. Thank you guys so much for joining us. If you're liking what you're watching, go ahead and like the channel, subscribe, just like Matt did. Matt's a rock star. Thanks for joining us, Matt. We appreciate it. Glad you're enjoying yourself. Glad you subscribed. That's the whole point of this deal. Is I like sharing my style of play here with you guys, and turns out there's actually a few of you out there that like it. So pretty chill here. Not a lot of flash, not a lot of whiz bang stuff. We just start streaming and go farming. We're usually drinking coffee. Unless it's an evening stream, then adult beverages are welcome. So, how are things for you today, Matt? Drinking coffee yourself. Best way to start a weekend, right? Okay, second best would be some coffee on Saturday morning. Next best would be some beverages Friday evening after work. Which I did imbibe. I had some iced tea last night, so I know. Big Sky's getting wild and crazy now. That's right. Playing Farm Sim and watching Farm Sim. Oh, the joys. My Mrs. Big Sky thinks I'm completely crazy when I do that, because I've always got somebody playing, you know. Sometimes it's somebody's time lapse, sometimes it's a series, whatever. Multitasking at its finest. Absolutely, Matt. Absolutely. And but Mrs. Big Sky thinks it's crazy because when I'm setting up for a stream or setting up for a series or whatever, I'll have somebody on watching, and she just, how can you play that and watch it? Multitasking. It's just, you know, it's how we roll. So, let's see. Huh. Cool. We are 1 away from 250 subs. Cool. When I started, I didn't think I'd get 5. You guys are awesome. So, thank you, thank you, thank you. So. Alright, this could be kind of ugly. Because I don't know who. Not sure how well this headline contour guidance is going to handle this corner. So. It's fall. You know, I hear you, Cheesy. I hear you. I had, when I started this, I was told Mrs. Big Sky, this is what we got to do to, you know, get this going and everything, and oh, we're going to leave a huge chunk. And this is where things turn south very quickly. So let's see if we can fix this disaster. Hang on a second. We're going to pick it up because I don't know. Yep. Okay, so this will also give us a chance to fix that other edge. I can get rid of that for you guys. I told Mrs. Big Sky, I said, I'm going to put out, you know, this many videos a week, and I'm going to stream this many times a week, and yeah, none of it happened. None of it. So, we had to scale back old Big Sky's expectations here. So, things were really getting rolling last year, and I had some good energy. I had some good series. We're starting to pick up views. Things were going great. And then work hit, which we knew was going to happen. It's, you know, but a year ago, work started for me. So this is a year and a half ago now. Work started so slow. The season was way behind, and then all of a sudden it hit, and it was nonstop for about a month, and then it just kind of, everybody was done seeding, and so there we went, right? And then we got this crazy idea to move across the country, right, from Montana to Kentucky, and that's where the channel just had to take a back seat and knew everything, you know, new town, new house. We had to wait a few months for our house to be ready in Kentucky here. So there was a lot of kind of waiting and just living in upheaval. Couldn't stream because I didn't. And got moved into the house just over a year ago. We're at like 370 days in this house now. And then work hit with a vengeance. And I'm just like, man, I want to stream. I want to make content. I just don't have any time because I'm gone basically 3 weeks out of 4 for my job. And so, you get home, reacclimate with the family, kind of it's weird. Get reacclimated with them. It's like, okay, things are going good. They're doing their thing. We're doing mine. And it's like, all right, I got a day to stream. I can make some content. Oh, I'm going to go back on the road. Here we go. So and I'm not complaining, mind you. I'm just, I know everybody's got life and work and trying to balance all this stuff. And everybody's got the same things as me. I'm not special in any way. I'm just like, if somebody figures out how to do that whole work-life balance thing, let me know, because I'd like to partake in that. But I feel you, Cheesy, for having to live vicariously through streamers. So I think we're gonna go ahead and go back around this way. Matt is starting a new job in a week. Matt, what are you gonna be doing? The balance starts with less sleep, he says. Well, BigSky's out. BigSky is not 25 years old anymore. BigSky cannot go without sleep that long. Machine repairman. Very nice. By machines, are we talking like, got a job at General Motors, leaving my job of 18 years. Oh, very cool. Very cool. So you're going to work at General Motors. Very cool. You're going to be working on cars, trucks, and you don't have to say by any means. I'm just curious. I'm just asking. So not sure if you're familiar or not, but down here in Kentucky, there's a little town called Bowling Green, and that is where they make Corvette. I agree, Cheesy. Leaving comfort and stability of 18 years for something new is... Here's to you, bud. So... Do I hear... I think one of my children may have left a pet in their room. I may have to go rescue it. Very cool, Matt. Very cool. I like that. So you apprenticed there way back when, and now you're... That's awesome, man. Congratulations, dude. That is really cool. All right. I need to check this. Stupid thing always comes up. All right, we're 40 acres, 38 acres in. Going to be 40 by the time we get back to there. Let's see, we are... What we got here? What? Yeah, the big 3 there in Michigan. Yep. But yeah, like I was saying, the Bowling Green's got the Corvette plant down here. So, been to the Corvette Museum a couple of times since we moved, so it's pretty cool. Pardon me. Very cool. Very cool, Matt. I know one or two folks that work up there at the factory, so seems like it's from what they tell me, it's a pretty decent place to work, but I don't know. So I know if you're a car guy, okay, very nice. I'm slightly familiar with Delphi. So, are they... They're not owned by General Motors, are they? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That's... Okay, that makes sense. Used to be. Okay. I was saying, because this is... Hey! Jake Dupp is here, everybody. Welcome in, my friend. Welcome in. This is going to probably age me horribly here, Matt. But I got my original XM satellite radio, the Delphi Sky-Fi. So that was the removable dock that you could move around. You know, you had a kit for the house and a little boom box and a thing for your vehicle, and you could move it all around. I carried that around with me for years. So it was kind of cool, because that's back when I was farming with my dad and my uncle on our farm, what I call the farm we owned. And it was kind of cool because all four of us, myself, my dad, my uncle, and my cousin, all ended up getting satellite radio. And this one, yeah, this will work. And so we all kind of pooled our resources, and we had mounts and everything. Everybody's was all interchangeable, and so you just put it in the tractor, put it in the combine, whatever, and you could just take your faceplate or whatever you want to call it with you, and it was awesome. So, okay, 42 acres on the headlands. That's kind of crazy. Plowing up field 24. Are you here on Loma, Jake? Let's see. $24. Oh, that's the big dog. That is the big dog. Okay. I think we can catch this. Do that. Alright, it is going to be a hot minute. We should... Let's get lined up here. We're going to take a little... We'll take a little trip in our favorite rocket ship. We're going to run up and check on our roller. It's just rolling. Putting these lines in the field. Just rolling away. Oh, that is something we probably should do, shouldn't we? Is we should run over here. I know I can't lift them with this thing, so that's just going to be part of life. But we should push those fertilizer blocks that we just dumped precariously in the field. We should push those out of the way so our roller doesn't roll into them. So My poor little dog here. She is a beagle. She is highly motivated by food. And so, because she is highly motivated by food, she, while we were gone last night at dinner, she pulled the loaf of bread off of the counter and proceeded to eat it all. So she is not feeling the best and not super comfortable this morning. So, alright, got those pushed out of the way. Okay. Get this back, then we'll jump back down there and keep rolling the seed. I know, cheesy, I know, that's not super realistic and probably would have bent most of those and ripped them all up and tore them all up, but it was either that or completely bore you guys to death with buying a set of forks, driving out there, watching me horribly fail trying to stack them on a trailer. It just seemed like the quicker, easier, second most realistic way I could figure to move them. So, I thank you indulging my virtual laziness. How about that? So, I'll make sure we are locked in. We are. Alright. Let's get some peas in the ground here. Now that we got the boring headland stuff, we get back to the exciting of just back and forth across the field. Alright. Sorry, I'm just in a really freaking good mood this morning. So, down to my last little bit of coffee. That's not good. We will survive. We will survive. To do this. Maybe. I don't know. All right, this is where speed up a little bit on the headlands. This is where it's going to get tough doing this auto turn on the angle. So we're going to have to do it this way just to make sure. We should slow down before we turn. Ooh. Should have waited longer. So I'm going to have a skip to fix over there, aren't I? That would be awesome, cheesy. Is to have this cart edited so so here's my wish list for this cart, okay? You open the door, remember, okay? You open the door. One, to have the auger movable by the character outside so that I can open it up, line up my truck, move the auger, pull the truck up, slide the auger back under. I don't know if that's even possible to do in game. Maybe with IC controls, I don't know. Second to that would be if the hopper end was clippable, so you could just drive through it. I know, not realistic, but it's one of those game things, right? Then the ability to spin that auger around, put it underneath, and unload it into the truck. Yes, awesome. Fourth, right, we're up to 4, is actually having the crane arm usable, so you could use it to pick up bulk bags and just use it, pick it up, set one there just for realism, right? So, if you just want to throw those on your little to-do list. BigSky would be real appreciative. I'm just kidding, Cheesy. I am totally messing with you, man. So I'm just tickled pink that Northwest Mods and Edits threw the Montana flag on this thing. I thought that was really cool. So we'd have to get a North Dakota flag and get it really dialed in to do anhydrous and or liquid fertilizer. Sorry, I don't know where that came from. All right. You randomly find a brochure laying on your desk. So that begs the question, Cheesy, how long is your to-do list? Because I don't know about you, but mine just keeps getting longer. Just keeps getting longer. Don't want to talk about it. Understand? Ooh, excuse me. Mum's the word. Mum is the word. Let's talk equipment. My mouth full. Sorry. Jake's got a to-do book. Mine's borderline on an encyclopedia at this point, so. Next up for equipment, so I've got the computer, got the webcam, got the steering wheel, got the joystick, got the sim dash screen. Next, I think, is a microphone, which kind of terrifies me because that's something out here, not a comfy headset here. So, yeah, we'll see how long it takes me to get that, but Christmas might be coming. Little skip there. Oh wow. Vehicles are, yeah. The one or two times I took a vehicle into Giant's Editor, I don't even know what I did, but the next time I went into, I put it, made one little small change, zipped it back up, brought it out, dumped it into the game, and it was upside down. Everything worked absolutely perfectly as it should. It was just upside down. And so I'm like, no clue what I did. No clue how to fix it. I had to go out, re-download the mod. So that's, was the first lesson and the first step. Make a copy of the mod so you have a good working one. All that. Yeah, it was quite impressive. And actually that was back in think that was back in 15. 15 or 17. I forget which one. But that was actually the last time I really tried to do any type of work in Giants Editor. So, another one in my encyclopedia of to-do things is to get Green Valley, Nebraska into Giants Editor and get rid of some of the placeables around one of the delivery points because my semis won't clear the corner. And so I got get rid of some of those prefabbed. They're basically cars in the parking lot, and I got to get rid of them so I can make the corners. Something that is good quality but budget friendly. I know those two things usually don't go together very well with computers, streaming equipment. I know nothing about them other than seeing what other guys use, seeing what other streamers use, and some reviews of those. But I suppose now looking at it, I should add a better desk to the outfit as well, because the car table, she wiggles a little, and then I wiggle, and then so. But I will probably spend a little bit more on the arm just to make sure it's nice and smooth and can hold it where it needs to be, but then move around as well. So, open to any and all recommendations, but it probably will be a little while before I actually pull the trigger on it. You got one off of Amazon, and you're gonna take the plunge, aren't you? I can feel it. So, for me, it's addicting. I am much more into the live streaming side of it than I am, putting out videos, editing videos, things like that. I did play around with some editing stuff this week. That's kind of got me a little jazzed, a little excited to try to get a series together and up and going. Funny you should say it that way, Cheesy, because that's what I did with Blender. Downloaded it, opened it, couldn't figure out how to do anything with the little donut that was in the middle of the screen, and closed it, deleted it, and never touched it again. So Blender and Giants do not get along well with old BigSky. Jake is absolutely right. It is absolutely fun. Why am I not turning? But kicked my cruise control up. But like I was saying, the live streaming, the downside for me of live streaming is I gotta try to fit it in around the rest of the life schedule. Whereas, like content creation, making videos, making series, doing all the edits, that's where I can sacrifice some sleep and get that done while everybody else is sleeping. The kicker is time. Like, that's what we're all struggling with. It's like I told somebody at work the other day, I'm like, I need a 20, I just didn't do this. And this, whoops. There we go. All right. Where was I? Lost complete track of time. And thought. It's just gone. Oh, the time. Kicker is the time. You know, I can stay up late, you know, sacrifice some sleep to do that. I just don't get the passion is not the videos, it's the live streaming, the, you know, doing all this stuff live and creating storyline that way. So, but like I've said, working on some of that editing stuff, I finally sat down and recorded a bunch of clips to make an opening intro. You bet, Jaked Up. You bet, man. Thank you guys for your support. It's awesome. So, but so hopefully I probably got 2-3 hours worth of work yet on Missouri River Bottoms before that series is ready to take off. Hopefully I can get that finished up today and tomorrow. But we'll see. Got a work trip this week, so maybe there'll be a little bit of evening time at the motel to get things sorted out. I don't know. I always hope for that, but then we usually end up working late, going to dinner. Sometimes a guy just, you know. Yeah, there you go, Cheesy. Appreciate you guys helping out, supporting me. Nope, do not want to do that. There we go. You guys are always hanging out, seems like. So appreciate having you guys around. Strasburg, Pennsylvania. That's where the map is at. Cool. How are we doing? Plenty of seed. We're up to just shy of 60 acres. Bum, bum, bum. May have a problem. I'm nearly out of coffee. Which I probably should switch to water. Oh, there's that one. TikTok, Reels, Shorts. They're all the same, right? They're all the same. At least in my mind. There's that one floating around where, you know, it's the different parts of the body, you know, and the stomach's like, oh, please be water, please be water. Nope, it's another energy drink. I can't help but feel that's how my stomach is right now. Can I have some water? Nope, coffee only. Fueled by coffee and bad decisions. And honestly, now that I'm thinking about it and talking about it, I probably should do a little bit of oh, out of the faucet, Cheesy. What are you? That was just weird, man. That was just weird. Although I'm not sure what the dog finds so fascinating about that water, but it must be something. It is, and I missed it, and I apologize. Right over the head. Sorry. We're getting close to making our tree island over there. Like it, Cheesy. I like it. Oh. Man, I tell you what. After getting the internet guy out here to fix our internet, he said he didn't really do anything, but man, whatever he did fixed our stuff. Our internet's been absolutely perfect. Hasn't missed a beat. Stream is nice and solid. Love it. That's what I need it. So I'm adding to my to-do encyclopedia now. Hang on, I'll show you. This will be easier. Maybe. Oh, I need some of this stuff up there. This display right down here in the corner. I want to see that on a sim dash screen. I know I can see my speed, but like what my cruise is set at, acre counter, what's left in the tank, stuff like that. That's what I want to see on a sim dash screen. Good idea? Bad idea? I don't know. It's just what I want to see. So, all right. We're going to make this corner. And then I'm going to step away for a brief moment for a quick restroom break. Let's see. There we go. All right, I'll be right back. And I'm sliding back into the stream. Oh, good, you guys didn't leave. Whew. Thought maybe you'd leave because it was such a terrible stream. Just kidding, I know you guys aren't going anywhere. So, we do need to check on, let's see, which button. I think I can do this one. And we need to turn create fields on. All right, we're going live with this one. This is scary, scary. Because if I screw it up on the ends, I got a whole bunch of fixing landscaping to do, and landscaping is not my forte in any way. I'm not even half good at it in real life. Okay, first corner. Pick it up. I think I'll be ready to, or be a, we might end up having to do our tree islands on this pass. Which means I'm going to have to go back to having to actually drive this thing instead of just pushing buttons. What? My animals are insane. Okey-dokey. We're going down to the islands then, yeah? Mm-hmm. Just kidding. The question is going to be, am I going to be able to sneak this drill between the two trees, or am I going to create a huge mess? I think we'll be okay. Oh yeah, we'll be good. We will be good. Oop, that's going to get a little bit ugly there, but it'll be okay. I mean, they're all going to get taken out anyway. I just don't want to. I don't want to do it right now. I like what I'm doing. I like where we're at. That didn't go too bad. Now, the fun's going to begin. Because we're going completely the other direction. And we're probably going to hit the tree with this one. No, we're safe. We're safe. Came pretty close to hitting the tree, though, didn't we? Easy. Easy, BigSky. There we go. Okay, I got that one even closer than the other one. It's actually not bad. Alright, let's lift this up. Oh. Okay. Oh, we're going to bend some pipes on that turn. Easy. All right, rock and roll. So 76 acres, not bad. 350. We're using way less peas down here. Either that or field 29 is huge. I don't know. I don't really know. Okay, let's get this back up. Oh, you gotta love cats. They're insane. And they don't listen. Whatever. Oh, it looks like our roller is done. I don't see him down here in the corner running, so that's good. That is good. We've been, oh yeah, we're 2.5, 2.25 into this thing. Up. And we're going to turn to the right, which is down click. Perfect. Oh, I think I'm going to have to go around the trees. Oops. Probably should have gone a little further. Well, let's see. Maybe. I bet I'm going to be right okay by those trees. I bet I can just sneak by. You can see I'm going to have to do some camera work because I am always sitting to this side of my camera. But if I turn it too much and get on the edge, there we go. That's a little better, isn't it? I mean, this is not terrible. Learning, doing, better, growing. Okay, what do you think? Are we going to make it? We're going to leave a little part there. But I believe we can sneak past the trees, so that part will be okay. So we're good there. I know this middle chunk here and this part did not get any lime, so our yield's going to take a hit. Kind of is what it is at this point. So might have the co-op come out, throw a little bit of lime on there. Got a new mod I'm dying to try out, so. Okay. We are lift up, turn left. I did see, here's a question actually, Cheesy. How difficult are changing decals, adding decals? Is that pretty hard? I know it's vehicles, so. Lower down to the ground. Kick it up a gear. Hey, hey! Kobe Gaming is here. Welcome in, my friend. You got Cheesy here. Jake Dupp's floating around somewhere. I don't know if Matt's still hanging around. Matt's new to the channel today. We had a couple other guys earlier here. Decals on vehicles, like updating this 7,000 series cart to a 9,000 series cart. Honestly, it's just a decal change for in-game purposes. Probably harder than a first-time guy like me should be trying to do, but you never know. Guess I probably should start by downloading Giants Editor too, huh? I don't even have that downloaded. That's how not modding I am. Oh. We might actually finish this field up. I have no idea how long I'm going to stream for this morning. Got started just a little later than I wanted to. Yeah. That's what I was afraid of. Okay. only got a handful of passes left. Are we even going to get to... Oh yeah, we'll get to 100 acres. 125 will be close. Ish. Drop it in the ground. Away we go. Depends on my Photoshop skills. Well, we'll add learning Photoshop, add learning Giants editor. My to-do list is going to make the U.S. tax code seem like a child's book. Oh, how are you doing, Kobe? It's been a while, man. I guess you were in... You popped in last night, too, didn't you? That's right. That's right. So... Why? Oh, that's probably why. Like on my sim dashboard, it's saying that the temperature is 32 degrees. But it's not. It's almost 60 degrees. I don't know. My Photoshop skills, cheesy, they're one step below my tractor driving skills. How about that? Yep, pretty much. So, does give a whole new appreciation for you guys that do mod and do it very well, because it's incredible what you guys can come up with and create. So. Oh, that's right. We were going to check this. So we're about 5 acres per pass. So we should end up right around 100. Which again, I still don't think this thing is calculating it quite right. But that's okay. What? Oh, you're right. You wouldn't. You just go into the zip file and drop it in the right place, wouldn't you? Probably shouldn't even attempt that. But I'm probably going to at some point. There it is. I do have a readout of my... Oh, awesome. Yeah, because I watched an old tutorial on how to put a decal on a door from like it was 17 or 19, somewhere in there, and the guy did it. A big portion, or a portion of it, was in Giant's error to make sure it was on the right plane. So when the door opened, the decal didn't stay; it went with the door, and that's where I went. Yeah, this is probably over my head. Alright, I'm betting this is going to be a partial pass. We're going to have to come back. Yep. And there are a few spots we're going to have to go and clean up around the field. Oh. My frame rate's just dropped like crazy. Not sure what's going on there. I had to talk about my great internet. Now it's not so great. They can do what we. I don't know what's going on right now. Hopefully the stream isn't too bad for you guys. I'm getting greens back. I had yellows for just a hot minute there. We're looking okay. Yeah, cheesy, and I know I could learn Giants Editor and learn modding. It just goes back to that dreaded T word that we talked about earlier. You know, there's just no time. You know, I picked an expensive and time-consuming hobby is what I've done here. So when I first started, I first had the idea of a channel. It was going to be I wanted it to grow big enough so that it could be self-sustaining. That was, and then I realized, I just want to do it for fun. If I grow, great. If not, well, I'm having fun doing it and trying to push myself to the next level. You know, I got the opening sequence, you know, put that to music and that. Now the next step is to, you know, add kind of a flashy graphic to that. Same with the end scene. When my little tractor comes driving across, I want to get that a little bit more. And you pick a little bit up at a time as you go along. So it's all in stages. It's all little bits here and there. So, but fortunately, I have a wonderful, much better than me, better half that supports what I do. She thinks I'm completely nuts, but she supports what I do and tries to make sure I get the time to do it. So. Well, I've got 2 kids in after-school extracurricular sports, so I know this hobby isn't that expensive. But, you know, So you're true. It's not that expensive. It's just, you know, it's time consuming. Is what it is. So, I mean, there's obviously worse hobbies that I can pick up. So. Speaking of, Mrs. BigSky is just getting home. So, she was up early for practice this morning, so she might want to nap, which means we can keep streaming. Turn. Don't you get me hung up on that tree. There we go. Definitely go a little faster on this end, because a little ways to go. I feel weird driving around this field with this huge cedar to catch all those little spots. All right. Okay. Decisions we're going to have to make are as follows. Next, we're going to need to jump into April. And we can plant a bunch of stuff in April. Lentils, flax isn't till May, so that's good. Morning, Mr. Keith Bleeker. Welcome in, sir. Thanks for joining us again. We do appreciate it. Okay, so I want to turn this off. I did come back and fix that one, didn't I? Yes, okay. So, now all of a sudden steering wheel. Sometimes it works perfectly. Sometimes it is not worth a hoot. Hopefully it said it right. We're not tearing up. Perfect. I want to get this edge here a little bit better. I don't like this. So. All right. Boom, boom, boom. It's too dang early, but you're here. We appreciate you being here, Keith. We appreciate you being here. So. What was that? Oh. Okay, so we gotta catch these 3 little bits here and that little bit by the trees. Then we'll finish up in that corner. We'll have to figure out what we're gonna do next. A lot of stuff to do. Just kidding, there's always stuff to do on there. Okay. Oh, how are we doing on fuel? Oh, we're good. We're good. Get rid of that. It's on the top of my head here. Alright, so we can get the roller moved down here. I am going to have to look again what we got to seed next. Excuse me. Should be that little guy right there. That's the one we're after next. Somebody remember how many acres we started with? Or how many bushels we started with? 624, right? 45. Where's my... Let's... down. Spin around. Beautiful. I know I probably shouldn't be doing this at 11 miles an hour, but cleaning up, catching a few ends at that speed isn't gonna hurt anything. And turn that off. Make sure we turned it off. We did. Okay. Catch this. Okay. I don't need to be seeding. Let's do a little bit of math. Okay, I like that. So doing the math, it's going to come out about right for the seed that we've used and the acres that we've covered, based on the 3.6 bushel of the acre. So, not too bad. Guess the thing is working right. Hey, Mrs. BigSky. All right. I think this is going to be the perfect place to end the stream for today. So let's get, remember what I'm doing here. I'm going to stop, turn our fans off, pick it up out of the ground, and fold it up. All right, so let's see how this works. Hey, there we go. All right. Thank you guys all so much for hanging out with us this morning. We do appreciate it. We are one sub away from 250. You guys made that happen. Thank you so much. Cheesy for hanging out with us. Keith for stopping in this morning. Jaked up. You other folks. We are rocking and rolling here. I do appreciate it all. Thank you guys so much, and we will see you next time.